Austin.
I'm Ariel.
I'm Brian.
Don't make
We're the
fun of my,
Squad.
my robot voice, God.
I was just following your guys' lead. Can't blame me for that shit.
Anyway, this is a spoopy game.
Fear of the blood creates fear. What? I mean, no. Fear of blood is technically kind of rational. There's a lot of shit that can be transferred via blood.
And the fact that, you know, it's supposed to be inside of you. And if it ends up on the outside, some went wrong. Some probably went wrong.
So, this is a PS1 game, if you can't tell from these glorious FMVs.
Honestly, it's not that bad for PS1.
Oh, well, Ariel, they're not that bad because they hand-animated all of the expressions.
Oh, that would do it.
Yeah, they didn't trust motion cap. So they did every single muscle by hand.
Did they even have mocap back then?
Yeah, they did. That's why a lot of PS1 like FMVs look so bad.
Well, it doesn't seem much like an advancement if it makes things worse.
Well, it was new technology at the time. People are like, oh, this is the future of this shit. And we obviously weren't ready for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of like
right.
The Xbox Connect and PS Move.
So, it was the iToy at first. God. Nobody remembers the iToy but me.
The indignation.
Because nobody used it but me, I think. Question though. Does this game have alternate costumes?
No.
Okay, so the sexy Sybil costume in Shattered Memories is actually super similar to her design in this cutscene.
I blame that more on the super shiny leather pants.
Yo, and the shirt and the hair color and like...
Okay, but she doesn't act like that at all.
Oh, I'm sure she doesn't, but...
Also, this game has, like most of these earlier Silent Hill games, not the best voice acting. Oh no, the little girl's gone. We gotta go find her. Let me crab walk my way over there.
Where's...
Yes, that's the loading screen.
I was gonna say, I will take the door over whatever that was.
Also, the lines that you see at like the top of the screen, that's an emulator issue. I emulated this.
Okay.
Anyway, we're in this empty-ass town. Shitload of fog. It's snowing in like the middle of July.
What state is this? Where is this?
Now, that's a good question. There are two theories. It's either Maine or Virginia.
I was gonna say Colorado, and there's like, wait, no, that's the other one.
Is that Cheryl or is that a ghost not ghost?
It's
Cheryl?
yes.
Is that Cheryl? Cheryl! Cheryl.
You know, I know Ariel already knows, but Brian doesn't, so I
going?
don't know if I want to spoil or not to actually talk about.
Hey, wait!
I don't know if he's gonna, like, remember or comprehend it.
It's possible. Comprehend.
I mean, it's not even an insult for Brian, it's just that it gets kind of convoluted. Oh shit, it suddenly jumped me back to the beginning. Where
4, 36, 37, 38, 39.
Okay. That was weird.
He's just kind of hobbling.
I like hit a button and it restarted.
Good job.
But no, it's not even an insult to your intelligence. It's that it gets not quite Kingdom Hearts levels of convoluted.
You have to play through it multiple times, Brian.
You know, I honestly figured that it was something along those lines.
Anyway, these camera angles get crazy right here. Whoa. It's like a movie.
Do you have to, like, change your controller?
It's tank controls.
Oh, okay.
But the camera moves, so it's not like Resident Evil where it's awful.
Right.
And you can press L1 to have the camera move forward where your character is facing.
Huh.
Oh, it's the siren, Ariel.
I don't hear it.
It's very quiet.
Oh yeah, there it is.
That siren's also honestly a lot more creepy in Silent Hill 2.
That is a good question. What is that doing right there?
Oh, the wheelchair it's just in an alley. Oh.
I don't think we're in an alley anymore.
Nah, man, we're in an alley. It's just normal. We're gonna keep going. Yo, but real talk, back in the day, this was horrifying. Like, it gets a lot worse later, Brian. Just the noises. Like, when you're in the dark by yourself, in the middle of the night.
What is this?
Especially
What's
the school.
Something bad.
Ah.
Okay.
Oh god.
That's a thing. That's definitely a fucking...
We gotta run. Get off my balls.
They're mine, damn it.
Oh no. Guys, I can't run. Yeah, if there's multiple enemies, they'll actually grab you and hold you down, and the others will attack you.
That's actually pretty impressive for the time.
Yeah. Well, this was late PS1, I think.
Even so.
Oh, thank God it was a dream.
God, I hate those dreams.
I know, when little demonic ghost babies try to stab you. God. Also, those are the designs they use for all of the enemies in Shattered Memories. Just minus the knives.
Yeah, basically.
How do you feel?
Oh, like I've been run over by a truck.
Gotta love this voice acting.
I'm alright, I guess.
It's beautiful.
Glad to
They
hear
put too
it.
many polygons in the cutscene. They couldn't have
from
any
around
in the
here?
normal game.
You have to distribute them.
Wait a second, I'm just a tourist.
Wait, you are?
I came here for a
Yeah,
vacation.
Silent Hill is a
Just got here.
tourist trap.
You came here for vacation.
I don't know what happened.
I mean, why would
like to
people
find out
come here for
myself.
tourism? Like a museum or something? Like-
So Silent Hill is like a giant lake and an amusement park and a bunch of like
Have you seen a
sightseeing
little
stuff.
girl?
A very fancy hotel.
Just turned 7.
Yeah, a very fancy hotel.
Short,
It's definitely
black
not
hair.
run down and flooded
My daughter.
in Silent
Well-
Hill 2.
I mean...
Which, okay,
The only
Brian's
person
not
I've
going to
seen in
remember
this
this, so I
town
want
is
to talk
you.
about this now. There's actually, like, one really
Who's
good
everybody?
point of foreshadowing in the hotel
I'd tell you
sequence
if I knew, believe me.
before James realizes the truth
what I can
and sees
tell,
that the hotel is actually, like, all
bizarre's
run
going
down.
on.
There's a can of apples, and he remarks that it
all I
smells
know.
bad.
Ah, yes.
Like, it's one tiny thing that you'll probably never notice.
What's your name?
Harry. Harry Mason.
So yeah, this dialogue's definitely
Bennett.
not awkward at all.
It was the style at the time.
I mean, it's still pretty bad in Silent Hill 2, Ariel.
The phones are all dead.
It
And
was
the
the
radio, too.
style at the time.
By the way, when I do Silent Hill 2, I might just do the Japanese voices with like an English patch.
Okay, but
Hold it.
the
Where do you
bad
think you're
voice
going?
acting is half the fun.
My daughter.
I don't know, I hate
I've
Laura.
gotta find her.
No way.
Oh man, we're coming up to my favorite part.
Dangerous out there.
And not in a
I
spooky
need to
way,
find
in a
her
stupid
now.
way.
Cheryl's my little girl.
Alright, you need to find your
Can't
little
just leave her
girl.
out there by herself.
I understand that. So
You want to try an emotion?
Have you got a gun?
do you have a gun?
What?
No. All right, here, have mine.
No.
That's a violation of protocol.
That's literally illegal.
Yes, it is.
Now listen to me.
And also, that's not proper gun etiquette.
Before you pull
No,
the
it's
trigger,
not.
you know who you're shooting.
No, this is horribly irresponsible.
Unless you
Yes,
have
it is.
to. And don't go blasting me by mistake.
Yo,
Okay, well, you wouldn't
so,
have that.
That's foreshadowing.
Yeah.
Oh, goody.
I say that because Brian won't remember.
You do best to stay nearby. I'll be back with help as quick as I can.
No, like, that's horribly irresponsible.
Yes, it is. I agree.
Okay, I gotta say, that's something that actually makes way more sense in Shattered Memories. Is that you don't have a gun.
Yeah.
Because you don't have anything, you don't fight. But it makes way more sense than her just being like, hey, do you got a gun? No. Doesn't even ask if you know how to shoot a gun. Or anything, just hands you a gun. Is this what Japan thinks America is?
Yes.
They,
I mean,
they
in
know we
Silent
have,
Hill,
like...
Ariel, in Silent Hill 2, you get your first handgun in a shopping cart.
Okay, but at least just finding it makes sense. Okay, it's not that it makes sense. It's not as, like, gross negligence as a cop just handing you their sidearm.
Yes.
Radio.
Radio?
What's going on with that
What's
radio?
going on?
Radio? What's going on with that radio? Beautiful.
There's a person in that box. I gotta save him with my
No, Brian
gun.
doesn't know.
It's a pterodactyl.
Ah!
It's a flush pterodactyl.
This is not a dream. What's happening to this place?
I don't know, but take the radio.
Now take the pterodactyl for luck.
Alright, so I'm gonna just spoil it, fuck it. The reason that a lot of the monsters are the way they are is because they're a manifestation of a child's fears. So, a kid could be scared of a pterodactyl. And
Yes.
there's giant monkeys later, and if I heard a monkey scream, I'd be fucking terrified as a kid.
I mean, I've hated monkeys my entire life.
I know you
so-
have.
But also, Brian, because I don't know if this is something... I assume that the game will mention this, but Brian will probably forget.
It might not.
The radio, reacts to the shit happening.
Yeah, if you're close to... The closer you get to enemies, the louder the radio gets.
Which is important,
Oh.
because this game is usually dark and or foggy.
Yes.
Oh, so it's like a radar
Sort of.
Kind of.
thing. Okay.
I think they can actually hear it if you get too close.
Yeah, I was actually gonna say, isn't there, like, a mechanic later about turning it off by nurses?
I don't know if it's specifically the nurses, but...
Well, I know the nurses are sound-based, that's why.
Oh, they are.
In one of them.
Oh, it'll probably be two.
Probably. Oh no!
Ah, it's a good thing I've learned the tactic of moving side to side.
Everyone knows that aerial creatures can only go in straight lines. Have you ever seen a bird?
Well, no, they follow you, but if you zigzag, they just can't.
Yeah.
Juke.
So yeah, this part we're really not getting into much of the game. I'm just going around finding keys that I already know where they
fair.
are. But I was actually really mad when recording this, because I had to screw around with my recording software. I actually tried using a different emulator, which ended up erasing my save files, so I couldn't use any of the New Game Plus stuff.
Ugh.
So I couldn't get the channeling stone to show off where all the UFO ending stuff is. So I just had to edit that in somehow. We do see the UFO ending.
I did not edit in the UFO ending for Shattered
Well,
Memories.
what's the point? The UFO ending for Shattered Memories, I actually looked it up. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I think my favorite part is when it turns out they're just a dog and an alien.
Well, yeah. It's always the dog. Ah! Cerberus.
That's not a good point. Oh, we're going back?
Yeah, this is where we last saw Cheryl, so we gotta go over here.
My daughter is missing, Brian. We have
Wait,
to find
what part
her.
was the... When did the dream start?
There was no dream. Plot twist.
I don't know if you could figure that out or not, Brian, but it wasn't a dream.
Oh.
Like they
How do you
actually
wake up
just
in the-
beat you up and then left.
Yeah, that part's really dumb. Anyway.
To school, you can't tell me what to do.
She's at the school.
I mean, technically that could mean anything. But, okay.
But it's a horror game, so it means go there. Except we can't just go there, because of course we can't. Brian, do you know why we can't just take the streets to go to the school?
Too much fog?
No. Alright.
I don't know!
Other video games put like, you know, like a real like police tape or something stupid that you could easily walk around, but you just don't. This game, there are just giant chasms in the middle of the street.
Oh my god.
These things happen, okay?
I don't think any Silent Hill game has ever explained those.
I feel like they're not into...
No, they are. They definitely are. I know for a fact they are, Ariel. That's why you have to go through the apartments in the beginning, because you can't just walk around them.
Okay.
Now, are they things you can fall down? Or do you, like, is it like an invisible
They're
wall
really
for you?
deep, Brian.
Yeah, I know, but I want you to know if, like, this is a death condition in the game, or if it just stops you from
Oh no,
going
you just
over.
can't walk that way.
Okay.
I guess that's another point I'll give to Shattered Memories.
What, you can fall off and die?
No, it's not just random chasms.
Oh yeah, it's giant, like,
It's like piles of cars and
oh,
fucking
I thought it was ice for some
fences.
reason.
Sometimes it is ice.
Okay,
It
you see, that
depends.
makes sense in the context of that game.
Yes.
Yeah, instead of fog, Brian, it's a lot of really dark snowstorm and ice. That's that game's thing.
Okay. Do
Well,
all the games take place in surprise winter? Like...
Well, it's not
no.
really...
2 is just fog. And at one point fire.
Oh, okay. That's opposite,
but
alright.
that's because you see a different character's perspective. Everyone experiences Silent Hill differently. You'll get into that more too. But what's another different one? Silent Hill Downpour, it's all rain. Because it says downpour in the title.
Yeah, no, I put that together too.
I don't even know what to make of 3.
3?
How to describe it.
It's just gross. It's actually a lot of the same shit Harry goes through.
We'll
see when we get to the other world and the
I mean, a lot of
school.
hers are like really big in terms of the enemies.
Well, that's I'll talk about that when we get to 3.
Did you just run across that chasm?
There's a plank of wood.
Oh yes. Of
I
course.
definitely didn't have to look that up on my first playthrough.
I mean, I definitely would have.
Yeah, it was a joke. I definitely did.
I'm aware.
Anyway, I only know where all this stuff is because I've played through this game 3 times before recording it.
I mean, this is a game that you have to. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, if I didn't, oh my god, it'd be like another hour or 2. So yeah, a lot of the game is just walking. Admittedly.
But look at that walk cycle.
It's beautiful.
That is the
So
walk of a confident man.
I was so mad I didn't get the get the New Game Plus stuff because one of them, it's a rock drill like the construction workers use. And he just carries it in one hand while he's running.
Is that not the usual way?
I'm gonna assume that was a joke.
Yes.
Right. She says there's not the usual way. I mean, that's how I carry around my rock drill. In fact, I hang it from like a keychain.
This game, the way it named some of the items is infuriating. There's clearly a pickaxe, and it's called a hammer.
Oh my god. You're not serious.
I am serious.
No, you're not, because that's bullshit. Oh, wow, that's terrible.
You'll see when we get to the hospital. Oh, wait, we're almost done with the streets. Which is when things actually really start to happen that we could talk about. Because right now it's just pterodactyls and dogs. By the way, you have to find this note, or you can't find the key at the doghouse.
Oh.
I don't know why. It's stupid, but eh.
So how much of your first playthrough was spent backtracking?
A decent amount. Ariel.
Oh yes.
I don't see a dog
I don't
nearby.
see any dogs. There are no dogs. There are definitely
why are you killing them?
No dogs.
Because Brian, I can just heal myself.
Okay.
It's easier than actually trying to fight. Anyway, that door's open sometimes. I don't know why. There's a katana in there, though.
Oh.
Okay.
It's not very good.
Okay. God damn it.
It's not as good as the hammer. Oh yeah, so this is where you find out where all the keys are.
Huh.
But I have them.
Mm.
So these are all based on the Wizard of Oz, those keys. Because in the Wizard of Oz, you go to a new world through magical means, and you do that in Silent Hill, just not the kind of world Dorothy goes to.
No, it's not the same, guys. I know there are so many similarities.
Okay, but look, guys.
But there's a dog,
knows.
Brian. There's a doghouse here. Clearly, they're the same.
Everyone knows that the Wizard of Oz was just an attempt to get America to switch to the silver standard.